Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 6 of the NCL Pick'ems. Yeah, we got another week ahead of us, another week of great games, and another week of looking at um, who picked who got points, who didn't get points, and who's picking who in the coming week. Well, let's just get into it. Yeah, so we had our week 5 matchups. The Green Bay Glissapods versus the Tampa Bay Weasels, Krabby Kadabbies versus the Wiltshire War Turtles, Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Terravolts, Ladner Lantern versus the Atlanta Staraptors, Adelaide Overheat versus the Snowpoint City Blizzard, and then the Seattle Staraptors versus the UNC Wingulls. So, um, yeah, some one-sided votes and some fairly even votes. But yeah, we'll look at who came out ahead and who got the points. So the Tampa Bay Boizels did take the win over the Green Bay Glissapods there. So um, looks like the 5 people came out with the highest points there. Krabby Kadabbies took out the Wiltshire War Turtles. Also, looks like the 7 people that voted for that one, the people on the side of the 7 there got the points for that. Cleveland and Cavaliers versus the Detroit Terravolts. The Cleveland Cavaliers did win, so that's 10 points given away. Only 2 people getting that one wrong, but Nacho voting for himself, and then Magic just voting for whoever he wants, so not surprising there. Ladner Lantern versus the Atlanta Raptors. The Ladner Lanterns do come out with the win there, so Austin's win streak is now down, and still unable to break through Ian, but it's only a matter of time. He'll get there. Magic also losing a point there for having Austin's back, so what can you do? Adelaide Overheat versus the Snowpoint City Blizzard. Everyone except Magic, who I versed, did vote for me, and I did come out with the win there. So there was a point in that game where I thought it could have gone either way, but it was definitely still a fun game. So yeah, interesting, and that's how it goes. And then the even matchup, the UNC Wingulls versus the Staraptors, the Seattle Staraptors there. The Seattle Staraptors do take the win off of the UNC Wingulls, so interesting. Um, some fun stuff happened this week, that's for sure. So we'll have a look at this week's scores and the totals and see who's at the top of the ladder now. And it's actually a 4-way tie. Phil, Dom, Ben, and Austin. Phil and Austin only getting a 4-2 this week. But they're the only people that haven't had less than a 4-2 at all in this whole season so far. So maybe they should take my job. um, and they can be the Pick'ems analysis guys. So yeah, next time it's up to them, I think. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, there I am, like sitting right in the middle at 6 points. Um, Magic now down the bottom with 8, but like he makes controversial picks or like he goes for the underdog, so it's not surprising that he's sitting down there. Um, Howler has taken over the second bottom spot now. He's moved up a spot. He's been definitely pulling out some better results in the most recent weeks. So, and Daniel is making a run to get some more points as well. He's gone 5-1 this week. So, 4 5-1 games this week. We got Dom, Ben, Jay, and Daniel all down there. All got the 5-1 this week. So no one got a perfect pick'ems. But we've only had one perfect pick'em this whole season so far. So come on, guys, get on your game. Says me, who's the last 3 weeks only gone 3-3. But I mean, what can you do? Sometimes surprises happen. Sometimes it's a very even matchup, and you got to pick like who you think has the slightest advantage, even though if you think it's very even. So it's just how it is. But yeah, so Phil, Dom, Ben, and Austin all at the top of the ladder at the moment with 12 each. So we'll have a look at this week's matchups and see if that can be split up a little bit. So yeah, we've got this week coming into week 6. We have the Snow Point City Blizzards versus the Krabby Kadabbies, the Tampa Bay Weasels versus the Seattle Staraptors, sorry, then the Atlanta Staraptors. Too many Staraptors. Why do people like Staraptor so much? The Atlanta Staraptors versus the Green Bay Glissopods, and the Detroit Terravots versus Atlanta Lantern, Wiltshire Wartortles versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the UNC Wingulls versus the Adelaide Overheat. Me sitting at the end there again. Anyway, SCB versus KC. We'll get into that match. Mega Aggron, Landorus, Ferrothorn, Pelipper, Kingdra, Meloetta, Castform, Zeraora, Ludicolo, Klefki, and Quillfish versus Mega Sceptile, Tapu Koko, Howlucha, Vaporeon, Porygon 2, Delphox, Avalag, Weavile, Mismagius, Scizor, and the Palossand. So I think Cade on the Krabby Kadabbies made a couple of changes, got rid of his sand, so he's not going Coco Lucha Sand anymore. And I think the addition of the Scizor and the Porygon 2 over the Gigalith and the Escavalier is definitely more versatility to them, I should say. And I think that the Krabby Kadabbies will be able to take on the Snow Point City Blizzards pretty convincingly this week. Not to say that Magic won't be able to pull something out of his sleeves. Like he's definitely got tricks up his sleeves, but I think Cade will be able to take on Magic here and come out with the win. He does have a very strong looking team, whereas Magic's team is a bit mismatched and a bit all over the place. So yeah. And it seems most people are going for the Krabby Kadabbies as well, with only Magic going for himself. But yeah, good luck, Magic. It's going to be a tough game, that's for sure. But I mean, you can always do it. You never know. It's Pokemon. Anything can happen. The second matchup, we've got the Tampa Bay Weasels versus the Seattle Staraptors. So Mega Sizzle, Current Black, Gengar, Crocodile, Primarina, Licky Licky, Kecleon, Zapdos, Emboar, Selgor, Mesprit versus the Mega Swampert, Zygarde 50%, Mimikyu, Metagross, Polito, Ditto, Xatu, Jolteon, Volcanion, Scolipede, and Slacking. So the matchup here doesn't actually look too bad on Daniel's, the Seattle Staraptors side. Zygarde is a threat. Mimikyu is a threat, though he does have Ben does have that Mega Scizor to help deal with things like the Mimikyu. Metagross is a nice bulky threat, though things like the Crocodile can deal with that, and the Gengar can deal with that decently well. Even the Primarina is going to be able to deal with the Metagross okay, like a Shadow Ball or something like that. I know I've definitely used that against a Metagross in the past, and it's worked out pretty well for me. Could bring the rain. Rain is always something that can be tough to deal with, but Ben over on the Tampa Bay Weasels does have things like the Zapdos, the Mega Sizzle there, which is going to be able to take advantage of that rain pretty decently as well. Primarina, if it wants to, the Hydro Pumps miss in the rain. I don't think so, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, so definitely some things that the Tampa Bay Weasels can use to take advantage of this rain that could help him out there if Daniel decides to bring it. He's been known to not really bring his rain. But like, who knows? It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. I do believe the Tampa Bay Weasels will take this win, but I did believe that I was going to take the win against the Seattle Staraptors as well. So Daniel does pull some neat tech out of his sleeves. So who knows? It could be Daniel's time to turn this season around for himself and take some wins. So he's already done 2 in a row, so it could continue. Next up, we have the Atlanta Raptors versus the Green Bay Glissapods. Uh, oh wait, I should go over the everyone seems to be going for the Tampa Bay Weasels. So um, even Daniel is not voting for himself here, I believe. So um, no faith in yourself, Daniel. You should have more faith. You can do it. I mean, I voted for the Tampa Bay Weasels as well, but I gotta be some motivational support too, right? Sure. Anyway, Atlanta Raptors versus Green Bay Glissapods. Mega Altaria, Victini, Gliscor, Tangrowth, Empoleon, Cryogonal Haunter, Raikou, Keldeo, Zoroark, and Ferroseed versus Mega Sharpedo, Latios, Volcarona, Donphan, Decidueye, Registeel, Gerdurr, Thundurus, Incarnate, Florges, Weezing, and Regice. So, 2 neat teams, 2 good battlers. Austin having a really good season so far. Matt not having the best season so far, but he's still been putting in a lot of work and he's still been like doing decent. And even in the matches that he has lost, he hasn't done bad or anything like that. So it's definitely going to be an interesting match, a match to watch for this week for sure. This would be a really close one to call. I can't even remember what my vote was. It was a little while ago that I put my votes in, so we'll see that when we go to the next screen. But like Mega Sharpedo is a threat, but then again, like Gliscor, Tangrowth, and Empoleon, just such a good defensive core that there is something there to deal with most of anything that wants to come on Matt's team. So Matt is going to really have to work to break through those. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. And yeah, okay, so I have Austin's back here just because he's been having such a good season. It looks like most other people are backing Austin as well. Um, even Matt, is going for Austin here and not himself. But I feel like the matchup is really good, and this is going to be a game to watch for sure. But yeah, so definitely going to be an interesting match. 8-4 in the Staraptors' favour. So I guess we'll see who's going to be getting points for the pick'ems this week. Technically, we should make it so that like you have to vote for yourself in the pick'ems. Otherwise, like people might throw games to get themselves pick'em points, but like no one's actually gonna do that because no one really cares about the pick'em points that much. Like it's just a fun side game for this season, and people are having fun with it. Obviously, like Matt voting not for himself there. Jay not voting for himself half the time. Daniel not voting for himself half the time. Obviously, some people are just having fun with these pick'ems. Though, like, it is very competitive up near the top of the ladder for sure. So, yeah, it's definitely been an interesting season for pick'ems, to be honest. So, we'll see how that continues along for the rest of the season. The Detroit Terravots versus the Ladner Lantern. My pronunciation just slipped there a little bit. Whoops. But yeah, we got Mega Diancie, Celesteela, Toxapex, Serena, Chandelure, Uxie, Piloswine, Garchomp, Buzzwole, Electivire, Drampa. Why is that so much longer than the other side? It's got spaces between the paragraphs. Bigger spaces. Okay, I'll have to fix that next time, but what can you do? And then on the Lana Lantern side, we've got the Mega Pinsir, Mew, Sylveon, Alolan Ninetales, Rotom Heat, Alolan Sandslash, Alolan Raticate, too many Alolas, Melodic, Coma O, Superior, and Stunfisk. So lots of setup on Ian's side, as we've said before, the Ladner Lantern, and behind that, Aurora Vale. It's always a threat. And like the way that I play with the Alolan Ninetales can come almost any game. Um, Always something to watch out for. So it's definitely a threat for sure. Mega Diancie is going to be a good bring here as well on the Detroit Terravolts on Nitcho's side. Um, yeah, if there is any game that the Ninetales isn't really going to want to come, it would be this one though. Like Mega Diancie, Celesteela, Toxapex, um, Chandelure, even Uxie, uh, Piloswine, even the Garchomp, like if it's a Scarf Garchomp or something like that, like Alolan Ninetales isn't going to try and have to deal with that. So the Detroit Terravots do have a lot of things here that can nullify the usefulness of that Ninetales, but the problem with that is there is also a bunch of other stuff on Ian's team that is quite threatening. Um, Como is scary all the time, um, and that's going to be able to. Celesteela can kind of wall it, but like Como can have things like Drain Punch, um, and stuff like that, which can, while not hit the Celesteela super effectively, will hit it neutrally. Earthquake will be able to hit the Mega Diancie, Toxapex, Chandelure, all that kind of stuff. Um, so definitely some stuff to watch out for on either side, and this will be another game to watch this week. Potentially game of the week, I think. Um, Nacho might not have been having the best season so far, but he's still a solid battler. And if anyone's going to be able to, he's got the team that's got a pretty decent matchup against Ian's team, I think. So this match could go either way. Um, so I am going to be backing Ian and the Ladner Lantern, and so is everyone else, even Nacho. Um, but Magic going the underdog route again. So there we go. Magic likes to pick the underdogs. He could be just going for the bottom score. Gonna get remembered, um, no matter what. Uh, but yeah, next matchup is the Wiltshire Wartortle versus Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, this match is probably going to be match of the week, in my opinion. This will be match of the week. The Ladner Lantern versus the Detroit Terravots will definitely still be a match to watch, but this will probably be the match of the week. If you can only watch one, watch this. Um, Check out Dom on YouTube, the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He posts his videos, so subscribe to him, and you'll be able to watch his side of this battle. Um, anyway, Mega Aerodactyl, Manaphy, Conkeldurr, Nidoqueen, Whimsicott, Bronzong, Tauros, Goodra, Umbreon, Rotom, and Blacephalon versus that scary Mega Charizard X, Jirachi, Suicune, core there with the Crobat, Greninja, Gligar, Armado, Tapu Bulu also being pretty scary with that Cresselia also. A scary setup mon in Lanoon and Electrode just for some speed, Volt switching around, stuff like that. Can be annoying to deal with for sure. But Wiltshire, the field with the Wiltshire Wartortles here does have some scary mons himself and a pretty good core, like defensive core. Like Goodra, Umbreon, Bronzong can be a really tough group of mons to break through as well. And like even Mega Charizard is going to struggle to break through all of that. Like it'll be able to get through Bronzong and the Goodra. Um, if the Bronzong is heat proof, then an Earthquake will destroy it. If it is Levitate, then a Flare Blitz will destroy it. Goodra isn't going to want to take like a Dragon Claw or anything from the Mega Charizard X, though the Goodra could like be bulky and take one and Draco back or something like that. But then if it's got those three moves, then the Umbreon's going to be able to deal with it pretty well. I mean, obviously the Mega Charizard could have the Dragon Dance, but Umbreon could have Foul Play to dissuade that a little bit. Um, so yeah, I think Mega Charizard X is definitely going to be a mon to watch in this match, but there's also the Mega Aerodactyl on the other side, and if there's anything that a Mega Charizard is actually scared of, Mega Aerodactyl is probably up there a little bit. uh, Mega Aerodactyl can be quite a scary mon to be staring in the face of, so um, definitely something to watch out for there as well. Definitely going to be a very interesting match, so check this one out if you would like to check out any matches this week. Looks like most people are going for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was my pick as well. 3-9. Phil going for himself, Magic going for the underdog, and Matt also picking up, watching Phil's back here, having his back, whatever way you want to say that. Anyway, last matchup of this week is UNC Wingulfs versus the Adelaide Overheat. That's me versus Jay. Mega Camera Up, Clefable, Bishop, Haxorus, Cloyster, Rotom-Mow, Volbeat, Gothitelle, Dusclops, Hitmonlee, and Heatran versus my Mega Beedrill, Tornadus, Therian, Rotom-Wash, Kyurem, Gardevoir, Gorgeist, Hitmonchan, Kartana, Aerodactyl, Nidoking, and the Alolan Persian. My team definitely has the speed advantage, obviously, but he does also have the the potential for the Trick Room. He does have a lot of bulk and stuff like that. That's going to be tough for me to break through. But once again, I'm not going to go too in detail on my matchup, as I don't want to give any ideas away to my opponent before we actually battle. And at this point, I haven't actually even started prepping for this matchup yet. Had a late match against Magic from last week, and had a lot of other prep for other leagues and stuff to do, and this is just the last one that I've got to do for this week. But yeah, so I won't go too into detail on what I'm thinking of bringing or anything like that, but I'm just going to say I do have the speed advantage, but I do know that he has the Trick Room capabilities, so it's going to be something to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's our last matchup for the week. Most people are going for the... they did tip me, the Adelaide Overheat this week. Even Jay going against himself. Magic once again going for the underdog pick, and Matt going for the underdog pick as well. So Matt making a few picks with the crowd there, taking a few underdog picks, but Magic basically just going for the underdog picks the whole time. But yeah, so that's how our week 6 matchups are looking for this week coming up, I guess. And so that's my job done for now, and we'll see you for the week 7 matchups and the week 6 results relatively soon. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you then. Peace.